What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us again. Joined by my co-host, Derek Elston, Big Diesel. I'm your host, Christian Watford, baby. We got another episode of Ball from Assembly Hall, brought to you by New Amendment. What's going on, Big D? What we got going on? I'm gonna pause that one, but let's go. What's going on? Talk to me.
All right, man. Oh, man. I was just telling a couple guys, man, it's rough weekend this weekend. Got my daughter, I don't have to tell you.
Right.
My daughter, she's a little sick right now, a little under the weather. So long weekend meant long hours in the house trying to help her get through whatever illness she's got going on. So
right.
I'm struggling a little bit today.
Man,
so.
I know how that can go, man. It's all right, bro. My brother, I'm going to pick you up. Don't worry about it. That's what we're here for, baby. We're going to pick each other up, man.
Let's do it.
I've been traveling a little bit. I'm in Portland, Oregon right now. Been up here for probably about 4 or 5 days. Got a big home stretch. I've been going to games and shit like that, dealing with my brother and stuff. So happy to be here, man. Happy to talk a little hoops basketball, of course.
Absolutely. Is he good? He's good? He's healthy?
Yeah, he healthy, bro. We got some stuff going on and stuff like that, but we getting everybody healthy. So just got to work through it, bro. We'll be all right, though. You know how this league business go, man. Up and down, in and out.
Yeah, I know.
It's part of it, though.
This is my plug to Trenton, man. I still need the jersey.
Oh, man, I got a couple of them, bro. I got a couple of them, man. I need to get you some for sure, so you can put it up wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do with it. But let's just jump right into it, bro. We got a big show ahead of us. We're gonna jump into the X and O segment. We're gonna revisit the last couple games, of course. We're gonna start off with the first one, which is wasn't too good, bro. At Penn State, and then we're gonna finish with the Wisconsin Badgers, where we showed what we're capable of. Starting off with Northwestern, man. Give me your take, bro. I mean, not Northwestern. I apologize. Start off with Penn State. Give me your
Penn State.
take.
Penn State's funny, man, and I'm gonna talk about even before Penn State. Our last episode where we were previewing what it's going to take to beat Penn State. One of the things that we talked about was staying off our phone, and I'll be damned, if that night.
Somebody argued
that night, man, we saw the whole team getting a little scuffle, a little Instagram scuffle. And I mean, it just played right into the game. I mean, all those guys, it was crazy. I've never seen a situation where an entire team, was looking at the Instagram, looking at Twitter, whatever it was, and just fighting back with these fans that were just talking nonsense. And a couple of our players, man, with a couple middle finger emojis and
it's just too much, bro. Like, we need to focus on what we need to focus on. That outside noise is only going to bring us down, bro. I'm telling you, we arguing with people that's bots. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're never going to come say this to your face, man. So you know what I'm saying?
And a couple of the players made that point, but the whole thing was, why are we doing that? And look how we played against that game. I mean, we just played like we were uninterested. There's a lot of points that I want to go over, but that one was unbelievable to me, how we talked about that. And then it actually happened right before the game started.
Right.
And in the game, man, I mean, we saw it, man. Penn State absolutely had our number from start to finish. I was kind of taken back by our defense. I mean, I think our defense was the biggest thing that was really, really eye-opening, especially when you go through the gauntlet of the Big Ten. We had guys playing a ton of minutes, giving us nothing defensive-wise. I mean, you can look through the film. The whole key emphasis on that game was ball watching to me. That's what I saw. Mm-hmm. That's what was so eye-opening was, I mean, you got a guy like Funk who, started off kind of slow and throughout the entire game just slowly started to make some baskets, make some big threes. And there was a clip that I sent you. Miller Kopp guarding Funk. Funk had already made about three or four threes at the time when I sent you the clip, but it was a Miller Kopp just ball watching, and Funk had already taken off past him to the other side of the court, and Miller Kopp was still looking at the ball and then looked around like, well, where'd he go?
Right.
And I mean, there's clips all over Twitter. If you watch the game of everybody, when someone caught the ball, everybody's in the lane or on their man, just sitting there watching the ball, what it's going to do, and you got 3-point shooters all over the floor knocking down shots all game long. And it was honestly, it was just embarrassing.
Bro, it was, bro. I'm talking about we gave 2 players 7 3-pointers apiece, bro. They made 18, bro. Those people, those 2 players got 14 of them, man. So I just felt like we overreacted a lot, bro, to the drive a little bit, over helping when we know Penn State and what they want to do is shoot threes. They cut us up a little bit. We just wasn't solid. Like, we wasn't disciplined on defense, bro. Like, I don't know if we got away from our principles and what we do, but, man, that was just not indicative to what a team's supposed to be on the road. I mean, we wasn't connected together. I don't even want to say, like,
at all.
Some people were saying, like, we didn't give effort. I don't even want to say it was about effort, bro. I just don't think we was dialed into, like, the game plan. Like, I just don't think we were dialed into what we needed to. Like, we gave them – we know they like to shoot a 3-ball, and we gave them that. You know what I'm saying? Just wide open looks. And you know how it get, bro. When shooters hit a couple of them, the rim gets big. They start hitting the big. It's over with then at that point. You know what I'm saying? We're just watching it, and we could never – we kept trying to make a run here and there, but we could never get over the hump, bro. Like, it's just no matter what we did, man, it just was we could not negate the 3-ball, bro, and they came back and it hurt us, man.
It's like you said, man, when you're trying to make a run, but a guy's already knocked down 2 or 3 threes. I mean, some of the shots that they made, awesome. You know, credit to them.
Right.
They knocked down wide open jumpers. I don't know why you're wide open. If you're a 3-point shooter playing Penn State, you should always have a man on him. But like you said, we'd make a run and Funk, Lundy would throw up a crazy 3. And at that time, they're already feeling it.
Right. I mean, at that point, bro,
that crazy of a shot.
Yeah, at that point, bro, it's over with. I mean, we give up. Lundy gets 25, Funk gets 23. Everybody feeling good. Their top scorer, Jaden Pickett, he didn't even really hurt us that much. Well, I say he hurt us because he did get to the paint and create a little bit and found those guys, but we could not guard him one-on-one. So I guess it just forced us to overhelp, man, and we gave up a lot of threes, bro. Like, I just don't understand it, man. And if we don't make threes, I know we're not a heavy shooting 3-point team, but if we don't make threes, bro, we're in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
4 threes, bro. We gotta do a better job. And I know Coach been putting the emphasis on getting Miller Kopp more shots, but Miller Kopp got to create some himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't always gonna be a driving kick or where things go right. And this the worst, bro. It's the worst. We never lost to Penn State by no 19 points, bro. It's the worst loss in program history, man. So
yes, it is.
A lot of former Hoosiers was embarrassed, man. It was embarrassing, but we bounced back, bro. That's the main thing. We did bounce back, and we kind of, I don't know what you heard about the program. I heard they went in not that night, but the next day they went in practice, and he was able to get them to respond. And heard they had a long practice, bro. So it was well needed for sure. Yeah,
I mean, you look at what this team needs, and like you said, I'm going to bounce back the Penn State game just a little bit here. When you look at a team like Penn State and how they've got Lundy and Funk coming off all these down screens, them knocking down 3-point shots, you look at that whole game and you think, well, why can't we run a couple of those sets for Miller? You know what I'm saying? Like, they've got all these plays teed up for these guys. Like, why aren't we running just a couple sets? And looking at the box score, anybody can look at the box score, but you see, Miller Kopp plays 30 minutes and, again, shoots the ball twice, goes 1 for 2 from 3, has 3 points. Like, that hurts us. And it makes you wonder, like, what are some of these guys doing in practice that, you're down 20 with 5-6 minutes to go and these guys can't get in the game?
Right.
Like, what's going on in practice that some of these guys can't get off the bench when you're down 20 with 5 to go? It's very eye-opening. And towards the end of the game, not to say that we could have made a run, but when guys had the opportunity of, you see the ball go in a couple of times, then towards the end of the game, it just turned into, I've got the ball, so I'm going to shoot it. There were so many just one person touched the ball and he's going to shoot it. I mean, there were so many empty possessions. You hate to see it, but like you said, man, we fast forward now to Wisconsin and I heard that. I heard that.
Go ahead.
Well, I heard, like you said, I heard it was a long practice, and I laughed. See, I laughed. Some of these guys don't know what it's like, man. They say, "Oh, man, they had the word is that there was a 3-hour practice," and some of these guys send that to me, some of my buddies, and I say, "A 3-hour practice?
Come on, man.
That's an off day to us." That was an off day to us.
I'm trying to tell you, we in the building. I'm talking about you go in the building at 12 o'clock in the daytime. It's nighttime when you come outside. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
I hold day going.
1,000%.
But what I will say, bro, what I do want to say about that, as far as getting Miller Kopp more looks, bro, you know, it's not an excuse, but I know we got some injuries, bro. Now, what I do think X was able to do that he brought is he was able to get in the paint. X is always going to be this man. He's explosive. He's able to get in the paint. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to find Miller Kopp. I think that's when Miller Kopp was getting his best looks, obviously, when X was playing. Just because he can break down the defense, he can get in the paint and kick. We're missing that right now. You know what I'm saying? When Jalen gets in the paint, which is no knock to him because he's a great scorer, when he gets in the paint, bro, he's looking to score the ball, which is we need that too. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But X is able to. X is a veteran guy that understands, like, okay, let me share the ball, let me get other guys involved. And sometimes I know we be missing that because we don't really have guys that can just, besides Jalen, that can just break their man down, get in the paint, and create for other people. You know what I'm saying? We have the only thing we can do right now is lean on Trace, so we dumping it in every time. And we're playing so slow. Like I like when Trace get the ball off the rebound and we sprint and we running. We're playing better like that, bro. We got to get out and run because when we're playing against a set defense with Trace, it's just hard. Granted, he's going to get the double, but by the time, you know, Miller Kopp gets the ball, like the defense done rotated, they're there now. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just need to pick up our pace a lot, bro, like as far as how we're playing. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like that'll help us generate open looks a lot better.
You make a great point because I before the season, I used to say, or I was saying before the season that those guys that are deemed out of control players, a lot of fans, you know, would dog on Xavier because they deem him out of control. But like him and Jalen together they were like the perfect pairing. It was Vic and Jordan. Like Vic was our out of control guy.
And Yogi getting in the paint.
Yes.
And
Jordan was able to slow that down. Mm-hmm. So at times you need that Xavier Johnson to just get it and go, right? You got to get to the lane, put some pressure on the defense. But then you got the Jalen Hood-Shafinos who bring the ball up and slow it down. And those two were a perfect pairing. And now I think, like you said, like Jalen, although I think he's a great scorer, he doesn't play with a lot of pace, which is really good right now because we need a little stability. But we also we're missing that key, like, hey, let's get it and go.
Guy, you know, that explosive guy. You know what I'm saying? Vic put so much pressure on the rim, bro, that you had to help.
Yes.
We had a lot of shooters everywhere. You couldn't really help, bro. And I think we're missing that from X because, like, when I talked to Jordan, and Jordan was like, bro, I've never seen besides Yoki, X is like a player that nobody can stay in front of. Like, he's going to get in the paint. You know what I'm saying? And we're missing that, bro. Like, that just generates easy offense, easy buckets. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're having, even the next game when we played Wisconsin, like, we're just having trouble scoring the basketball. Thank God our defense was just so stout.
No kidding.
You know what I'm saying? What was the score at halftime? Like 20-21?
Yes, it was unbelievable, actually.
You feel me? Like, man, how we going? You know what I'm saying? But we got to be able to, which I know the staff is working tirelessly, bro, trying to figure out ways to generate more points, generate open looks, and just not make everything so tough, man. It's always going to be tough to win. You almost got to play a perfect defensive game to win those type of games. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's going to be tough, man. But we can move on to the next game, which was Wisconsin. I heard them guys were talking a little shit too before the last episode. Guess what? We spanked that ass though. They can talk all that shit all we want to. There, we bust that ass. I got my youngest gonna bust that ass now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no more. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah. So man, I heard they was talking a lot of shit, but it's all good. So we're gonna tap into that game real quick. Just give me your thoughts on that one.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, man, kind of a dull, dreary first half. But I text you during the game, and I said, man, I don't care if the score is 13-10 and we get the win. A win is a win in the Big Ten. Right. And I know they were missing Wall.
I don't care. I don't want to hit it. I don't want to hear it, dude. Yeah. Nobody feels sorry for us. Right.
We're missing two of our main pieces. So the fact that they didn't have Wall, which was great, I loved it. I said this in a couple podcasts earlier. Like, if you get a team that is down a player and we get the win, awesome. I don't care.
No doubt.
Like you said, nobody feels sorry for us when we get beat by 20 to Penn State. They all laugh at us. So now we get to return the favor. All right. And it was night and day, see. We saw the Penn State game. We saw the defense. We saw the defense against Penn State. Then we look at Wisconsin, and I mean, Crawl had no business being down in the paint with Trace. Trace had, I think, 3 or 4 blocks in the first half.
Bro, he ended with 5. He ended with 5 blocks.
Get it going.
Right. Also,
like it was just.
Go ahead, keep going.
Man, we got a lot of good. We got a lot of good bench play. We got Logan Duncan came in. Logan Duncan gave us good minutes. Obviously, Geronimo had his double-double. Like it was a team effort, and it was defensive oriented. That's what got it going, and that's what I think is going to win in the Big Ten. When your defense gets you going offensively, that's how you win, or at least that's how put yourself in a situation to get yourself a win.
Right. That's what we did, man. We picked up our first win since 2019, bro. That's crazy, but we'll take it.
We'll take it.
And I think Geronimo came in, and I think he played within himself, bro. He was on the glass. He was high energy. Gave us what we needed, bro. And I think you know what I'm saying? We're going to need that going forward. Just simplify the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes these young guys and these, get over the overthinking their head and you know what I'm saying? And you just got to go out there and play basketball and play within yourself, bro. A lot of times.
That's exactly right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people just get out there trying to do stuff that they're not just focused on. You know what I'm saying? I think we had great focus in this Wisconsin game. We took away, we made everything tough for him, bro. There was no open looks. Yeah. We put a body on him every time.
Not a lot of layups. A lot of layups. Didn't get to the rim. Trace had that thing protected.
And I'm talking about he dominated, bro. He dominated. I'm talking about defensively and offensively.
You made a good point, too. You make a good point when you simplify the game. Like, when you look at the Rutgers game early on in the season, we go to Rutgers. You look at the Iowa game. Like, a guy like Geronimo, he came in and right away he's chucking up threes. And I don't know if he made any against Wisconsin. I don't remember off the top of my head, but Rutgers is the game that stood out. That was just like Geronimo is just all of a sudden he's shooting the 3 ball like a ton, and I get it. I hope he is working on that shot in the summertime. But when you get into the game, it's time to do what's going to get you to win.
Right.
Everybody we talk about Trace and shooting the jump shot and working on that because NBA scouts want to see that.
Right.
Do what's going to get you the win.
Right.
Do the little things that's going to get the win.
Especially right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're losing, you got to get back to what we do. Like I'm all for players taking shots. You know what I'm saying? If Geronimo works on that, bro, take you a couple of them. But I think it's all about It's all about time and scoring. Sometimes I don't think, young kids understand that, bro. If you open, that don't necessarily mean it's time to shoot it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Late in the game. We only made, how many threes? I think we made 1 3 that game, bro. Obviously, we got to get better at that, but we have to make threes in order to win. Shout out to the Assembly Hall for backing us. You know what I'm saying? We needed them. I don't know if we win that game on the road the way we shot the basketball, but that's just it. That's just how Assembly Hall is, bro. Once it get the rocking, we become unbeatable in there, bro.
We've said it, man. We've said it over the past couple episodes, man. When we're at home, we've got a lot back in us. 17-2-2-2 is the number, and I know it because that's what I used to preach to all these kids that would come on campus. So when you get the place rocking like that, but like you said, man, it's something that we got to do, man. Last 2 games, we're shooting 5 or 22 from 3, that obviously Wisconsin's down.
It's hard to go far like that.
It's hard to go far when you're shooting the ball like that, especially when you're looking at other teams all over the Big Ten, just letting it go and letting it go freely. Obviously, you talk about the Penn State game where 2 guys combined for 14 threes in one game. So that's something that obviously we got to work on. But like you said, man, the assistant coaches they're no dummies. Woodson's no dummy. He knows that this is something that we got to work on. But again, it's the flow of the game. Mm-hmm. And you know what? If we're dominating inside, then let's do that. There's no reason to go away from your All-American, especially when a lot of people could say right now that, every game we're kind of fighting for a NCAA tournament berth.
For sure, 100%. And right now we are. I said this is the first time we didn't get. It's the first time we didn't get not one single vote in the AP Top 25. We didn't get not one vote. Right. So but that's okay though, because I feel like we play better when we're the underdog, when we got, ain't really too much pressure on us. I also did hear, like I said, going back to the practice that Woody had, the long practice they had. It said something like, we thought it was more to have, like, we didn't care about fresh legs this game. And, bro, you know how many games we played where we didn't have fresh legs? And we was, you know, we won. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, you come out and you play hard and you win. But, man, sometimes that's what you got to do, bro. Like, you just got to practice.
Yeah.
That's the law we come up under. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
That's how it is. I know.
That's why,
bro,
I don't like to hear that stuff, man. To be honest with you, see, I hate hearing that stuff because Coach Crean said it best. Like, you're in the meat and potatoes of the Big Ten. Nobody's got fresh legs.
Yeah,
you only have fresh legs if you're coming off an injury.
Real. That's
the only way you have it.
That's it, bro. I remember playing games, my legs shaking. I'm talking about. I'm at the free throw line. I'm like. Plus,
you get that under 16 timeout and you're done.
You're dead. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you be waiting on that second win to kick you in and all that, man. So I think, but it's all about responding, bro. And I know the players responded, you know what I'm saying? And they understood like what was at hand. And shout out to Woody for getting them boys prepared that next game, man. That was huge.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
We got next, man. We're going into what's the next part of our segment? I think we're going to go into the Scout Report. The Scout Report segment, which is we got two big games this week. Talk to me about them.
Well, we got
Illinois. We're going to Champaign. We're going to the other Assembly Hall.
Ooh. And they always, I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Purdue, I think this would be our biggest rival. Honestly, we hate them. They hate us. It's always fireworks in that building.
Man, bro, you know what?
We're coming.
I got to send it to you on Instagram, bro. I ran across, like, it's this college page, College Throwback Hoops or something. They posted when we number one.
Gordon's clip?
No.
Oh,
when we were number one. And I don't know, me, Yogi, and Cody messed up the switch, and Tyler Griffey got the wide open layup, and they rushed the court. We was number one. But what I do remember about that game is Coach Crean wasn't even mad, bro. We messed up the switch, but he wasn't even mad in the locker room. Like, I won it a few times, but he wasn't even tripping about that game. He just like, hey, we're just going to get better from it. I think we played hard. We can't end up coming back in that game. But they're always going to play there, bro. You know, we hate them. It's a tough game no matter what, bro. No matter what.
And you know, I continue on with what we're saying, man. You go with a shooting slump in there, you'll get embarrassed.
Yeah.
And those guys, although they had a rough start to the season, obviously they're missing Scott Clark. He took a leave of absence. Hope he figures it out. But this team is starting to figure it out. Right. And Illinois is playing really well. They went into Minnesota and absolutely beat the brakes off of them.
Smacked
on the road.
Yeah,
they smacked them. You know, Shannon Jr.'s got the thing going. I think he's averaging around 17, 18 points. Yep. Coleman Hawkins is always going to be kind of a guy who you never know what you're going to get from him. He plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. But also, man, they got one of my favorite players.
Matthew Meyer.
And I
know you're going to say.
I fell in love with this Meyer kid, man.
Bro, Matthew
Meyer.
When
he was at Baylor, my wife and I, when we were watching that season, maybe 2 seasons ago, last season, whatever it was, the kid is he's just a really, really good, fundamentally sound shooting basketball player. And I don't know what it is, but as soon as he came into the Big Ten, said he was going to Illinois, I was like, oh my God, we get to go up against this kid.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's going to be a tough test because the kid's 6'7", 6'8", shooter.
He can hoop. Can put the ball on the floor. Can do a lot of different things.
Had 19 against Minnesota, so he can play. And these guys are playing with a lot of energy. Brad Underwood has finally got those guys' attention. He was begging for them. I think, he had a couple press conferences where he was, I think a reporter asked him about leadership on the team, and he just So I think he's found a way to have his team respond, and they're playing really well right now. So to go in there and just kind of, hope and pray that Trace and Jalen Hood-Schifino have a good game, that's not going to be enough to do it.
No, it's not. Man, Illinois they did a hell of a job at getting in that transfer portal. They got 2 studs out of there with Terrence Shannon Jr. And Matthew May. I had a chance to watch Shannon Jr. up close when he was at Texas Tech. My brother played against him at LSU. He was a super talented kid, bro. Can score the ball a lot of different ways. I think he's gonna be. I think he's definitely a next level type player, which I think Matthew Mayer is too. Love his pace, bro. Can athletic, can shoot the ball, can do a lot of different things. They won 4 in a row. You know what I'm saying? They just got a big win against who was that they played? Michigan State, I want to say. That they came back and won.
Could have been.
I think they came back and won. I think they beat Michigan State, but big time team, big time test for us. I think Trace will be fine in the paint. We got to do good on our guards, bro. It's gonna be a heavy guard game. I think Trace will get his numbers.
See, that's the thing with Illinois, though. They've got bodies. They've got freshmen. They've got bigs.
Yeah.
They've got people Underwood can definitely throw some bodies at Trace. Obviously, I think Coleman Hawkins is going to get that start on him. I would imagine now that Race isn't playing.
Right.
And, that's a guy who plays with a lot of energy, a lot of passion. And, it's just in the Big Ten, you kind of know when you're playing against Illinois, what they do is foul.
Yeah.
And
they get away with it in there.
Tell you,
they get away with it in there.
I can't call all of them.
Yeah.
I've been in those huddles when we've said, especially Archie. Archie used to climb all over the refs when we would play Illinois, and they'd say, I can't call all of them.
Right.
The game would never finish. So you kind of know this is going to be a chippy, and with the history that Indiana has with Illinois, this is going to be a chippy fight. And, it's the Coach Crean saying, baby, pack your defense.
No doubt about it.
When you're on the road, baby, pack your defense.
No doubt about it. I'm not sure what the spread will be, bro, but I know we won't be. This is an opportunity for us, bro. I know everybody gonna think we're gonna lose. This is an opportunity for us to I don't want to say turn around our season, because even I feel like we're okay right now. But this would be a chance for us to, make a huge step in the right direction if we go in there and play basketball and do what we need to do. But we got to stay together, bro. You know how loud it get in there.
Yes.
It gets rocky in there, but I think if we stay together, we're gonna need some production from everybody. It's gonna have to be a team game. We're gonna have to get some scoring from a lot of different places. Hopefully, we can generate some open looks from three, and we can knock those things down, and we can get to feeling good about ourselves and just play basketball, bro. If we go up to the moment, we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't, they'll blow us out of there, bro. Real talk, they'll blow us out of there.
We gotta match their energy. For 40 minutes. And see, we talk about the Wisconsin game. That's great, right? We got right back on track with Wisconsin. They were ranked. I'm not sure if they're ranked this week, but we got the win. But we got the win at home. We're still waiting on that big road dub.
Right. We need it.
And I think we need it. And Illinois is a good start, but we need to be able to show whichever committee is looking at this that we can win on the road. And we've yet to do that.
We've yet to do it, bro. This is another opportunity, man. It's a huge one. Obviously we'll be tuned in, bro. And I can't wait to watch and see what the Hoosiers do. Moving on to the next game, we got another big time CBS game coming up. 12 o'clock game with Michigan State, bro. We all know about Izzo and how he played.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. Heavy offensive rebounding team, heavy rebounding team. Love to push the ball in transition. Got a lot of different guys. One thing I can say about Michigan State is they're kind of like a team that just, no matter who's wearing the jersey, all their players look the same. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, they go on to the next level, but he always recruit the same type players. They all look the same. They all play with the standard. So that's going to be another big time test for us. Obviously, we're at home, so I feel a little better about it.
Yeah, feel a little better. They're missing a key player right now. He's going to be in a boot for a little while. But yesterday, if you watched the Purdue game, Michigan State, unbelievable game. Goes down to the wire.
That was a crazy game.
Walker goes for 30. Edey goes for 30. Everybody knows that they've got shooters. Sissoko is going to be the big, which he scares me. I'm not really worried about him as a scorer necessarily,
defensively.
But defensively, he's going to give Trace some problems because of his length, his size, and guards, man. The guards with Izzo, man, they control the game.
They can
go as the guards go.
They can go, no doubt about it. Like I said.
So they got a big win at Wisconsin, went to a dogfight against Purdue. And so when they come into Indiana, they know that this place is, I think they might look at us as a wounded dog the way Izzo likes to hype up his teams. And they're going to be out for blood.
They're going to be out for blood. They're going to be ready to play. One thing about Izzo team coming in, they're going to be ready to play. They're going to be well prepared. They're going to play hard, bro. They got to, like you said, they just lost to Purdue at home. I know he on him, bro. You know how he is. Our Coach Green come from under that same cloth with the Izzo way. So I know he's on those guys hard. And they got a big test coming up. They play Rutgers and then they got us. So they could go 0-2, which is, Rutgers is another ranked team this week.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be on. He's gonna be tough. He's gonna be on them pretty heavy.
But like you said, man, us playing them at home make you feel a little better. We got the last 2 or 3. Got the last 2 out of the 3 at home. Mm-hmm. So that makes you feel a little better. But, those have all been dogfights too. And I was a part of a couple of those. So I know that this isn't, whole rollover and hope to God these guys don't show up to play, because Izzo's going to get it out. And, like we said on the podcast last week, man, Izzo's going to be in the referee's ear all game long.
You got to get ready
make sure this game is close. Yep.
No doubt about it. They respect Izzo. He's going to get some calls in Assembly Hall. Some coaches don't get, but we're going to have to work the referees too. And I think Woody knows that. So I think we'll be more prepared. We'll be more prepared for Michigan State. But we got to take it one at a time, man. 1-0.
That's right.
1-0, 1-0, 1-0. And I think we'll be all right, bro. If we just take
Look
this
at you coming around, baby. You're coming around. See, 1-0, baby.
1-0. 1-0, bro. 1-0, bro. We got to take our time, man. We got to get one at a time, D. You know how this thing go, man.
There it is. I know it.
No doubt,
you don't
bro.
have to tell me.
So that pretty much sums up the Scouting Report segment. We're going to move on into the word on the campus. Word on the campus, Derek. What you got for me? Word on the campus is, hold on, I got one.
You got one.
Race MCL sprain.
Okay.
Could be back in February, which is good news. Shout out to my boy Tim. Shout out to our boy Timmy G. Get it right, baby. Get it right.
Get it right, baby.
Get it right. We're gonna need that. I think that's good news for us. If we can get him back in February, even if he could just come back in February, not really just. I know he'll probably be on a minute restriction. If he could give us 15 minutes a game, we'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Just to lead those guys.
He relieves a lot of pressure. And these guys need just another piece. Whether it's just a guy to give Trace a little breather here and there.
He's playing all 40 right now.
Right. So if he can come in and give Trace just a little breather, you're not asking him really to score. Hopefully he comes back 100%. Like me. I rushed it. I rushed the knee my senior year. I just wanted to be on the floor with you guys, and now I'm paying for it. So, I never want those guys to rush. Just reality, man.
No, bro. You was misdiagnosed, bro.
Well, regardless of what it was, I was eager to get back out there with you. Mm-hmm. And so I hope Race knows that, you need to take the court when you're 100% and you feel like it's not necessarily the injury, because like you said, Timmy's going to get you right. And whether it's the ice in the stem or it's the underwater treadmill, whatever it is, he's going to get you right. It's all up here.
Right. No doubt about it.
When I came back and they slapped that knee brace on me, that knee brace was almost like a
he's going to have that knee brace on. He's going to have that knee brace on.
He's going to have it on.
He's going to have that offensive line knee brace. That big one. He can get ready for that. Timmy going to put that on.
You're right, though. It is. It's like an offensive thing, and offensive lineman brace, and it just makes you feel like, man, am I really as healthy as I think I am? So as long as he's good between the ears, I'll take him back. But if he's not, I think, like you said, man, we're starting to trend in the right direction, and I hope it's not something that's a rush. Right. Obviously, he wants to get out there. You see Xavier on Twitter. He wants to be out there, but, this is not something that you need to rush back into and then hurt it again and be out for the entire season. So for me, I hope to God that he's healthy. I hope to God that he gets back with this team. But if he's not ready, he's not ready. And there's no reason to rush him.
No doubt about it. No reason to rush him. Kid's got a career. Professional.
Right. He's got a long career after this.
You got to think about that. We all get selfish and want guys to play for our university right then. You know what I'm saying? We all get selfish and stuff like that. But you got to realize these kids have a future, man, and it's all about longevity and being able to provide for your family and do the things that you need to do, man. And you can't do that nursing an injury for your whole career, bro. Because these things, they won't go away. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take care of it, the right way, they won't just necessarily go away, man. So shout out to Race, bro. Take your time, man. Come back healthy when you feel like it.
That's right.
We'll be waiting on you.
That's
I'm not sure about X. I hadn't really heard too much. Have you? I hadn't really heard too much of his injury as far as the timetable to return.
Matter of fact, Woodson just came out today and said that he doesn't know if those guys will be back anytime soon. I think is what the tweet said. I think. So I don't know. I mean, it sounds like those guys are doing what they need to do. If you look before any game, you can see Xavier out there shooting. And like I said, he's on Twitter.
Still. He's in a boot.
He's in a boot, which is not a good sign, but you can tell he's getting eager. So as long as he's doing the right things, listening to Tim, taking care of his body, staying, on the arm bike or with the ropes, underwater treadmill, because the last thing you want to do is jump in here and then be out of shape. And it's a bad look. It's a bad look.
Most definitely. So, anything else you got for a word on campus? You talked to any alumni? You talked to anybody? I ain't really talked to nobody about.
I've talked to one I've talked to one person.
We're gonna get him on here, bro. We might have to blur out his face or something, bro. We got to get him on here one of these days, bro.
I know we need to. We do need to. But as soon as he opens up his mouth, everybody will know.
Everybody gonna know who he is. We might have to distort his voice or something, man. We're gonna figure it out.
I know. But it's funny, man. I mean, this is the fan base you deal with, man. Everybody's, this is a dumpster fire, and then all of a sudden you get a Wisconsin win, and everybody's back on track. And Jay Wright said, which I thought was quite hysterical, but we get the Wisconsin win, and he thinks this is a Final Four caliber team, and Wait a second.
I heard him say that. I heard him say the best thing he ever did was schedule a game in there. So I think they're right, man. Hey,
so we appreciate the love. It's up and downs, man. We appreciate it.
But that's how it is with the Hoosiers, bro. It ain't really bro. 1 minute they love you, the next minute they hate you, and then they love you again. That's part of the business, bro. That's what I want these guys to understand. That's just part of it, bro. The more you embrace it, when you're done, man, these people will love you forever. You know what I'm saying? I know
It's true.
Come on, man. I received all kind of hate. You received all kind of hate. It's just part of it, bro. It's just part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I think that concludes our episode. Ball from Assembly Hall, man. Shout out to our listeners. Run those numbers up. Click the subscribe button. We appreciate you guys, man. Shout out to y'all.
Appreciate it, fellas.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Beyond the Big Ten is a network of podcasts that aims to be your go-to resource for all things Big Ten. We cover the entire conference with shows hosted by ex-players and athletic alumni, aiming to be your go-to source of information and entertainment for your favorite team. Hosted by ex-Big Ten players, media, and insiders, our podcasts are focused on giving diehard fans and those alums an inside scoop about the teams and people that make the Big Ten Conference one of the most watched and most talked about conferences in sports. We're excited to talk Big Ten basketball with you wherever you may be. Subscribe now.